Okay, so let's just continue on the discussion. So few things I want to explain. So first of all, the Python package, if you Google with this keyword like CSV Python, if you just search, you will get a lot of help related to that. So I could have explained all of these things in more detail and let you do only the part around Nave's base, but part of like a machine learning engineer, part of the job of a machine learning engineer is to be able to deal with the data themselves. So I urge you to go through the grind of actually going through this file and just having a little bit difficulty looking at it. Okay, so that experience is invaluable. Okay, so you try it on yourself as much as possible. Then if things are not working out in spite of your effort, then you can ask the TS for help, and even if that is not working, then you can approach me as well. But I request you to just try this as much as possible on your own. Okay, so now coming back to the image, right? So I need to tell a few more things about that. So one thing we have understood that the image size is 28 cross 28, and there are 784 pixels. Each pixel here contains a value between 0 to 255. Okay, so this is a grayscale value. So what does that mean? So basically 0 is like complete black, okay, and 255 is like fully white. Okay, so any number between them is like how much of black and white is being mixed. So it could be 127, 128 and so on. So each of these pixels are taking a value from 0 to 255. Okay, so after a particular image is over, there is the next line contains the second image. Okay, so the same format continues. The next line contains the third image, the next line contains the fourth image and so on. Okay, so this is about the CSV file that I'm sharing. Okay, now what we will do next is little bit discuss what is meant by Naive Bayes. Okay, so that's the next part of this thing. Okay, so basically in this image, right, I told you there are 784 pixels. So this you think of what are called as features. Okay, so you think of this as uh, like small x1, x2, x3 all the way till x107 784. These are the actual pixel values that are there. Okay, uh, so furthermore what you can do is you can assume that the 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 first entry of your CSV file is actually a random variable capital X1. The second one is random variable X2, so X3 and all the way until X784. Okay, so yeah, so this is it. So for now, even though, so yeah, so there are what value possible values x1 can take. X1 can take any value between 0 1 all the way till 255. Okay, so now given that we have a new image, so basically you want to learn this this model where when you are given a new image, so an image whose label has not been done, someone who has not yet seen the image, you want to automate this, right? So you see basically a test image for which you don't know what is the label, so you see this. Okay, and now what you are supposed to do is you are supposed to predict what is the value of y. Okay, so I told you that the values itself, the first one, it takes a value between 0 to 25. So that means 0 1 2 3. So you have to predict basically one of these values. 0 mean understanding is this is a, this is b, 25 is z. Okay, so you are supposed to look at a particular set of values and you have to predict what is the value the label should be. Okay, so the idea is you need to assign what is a probability. So this is yp is your prediction, the random variable in question may be y. So what you want to do is you want to predict what is the value of yp, like particular value. So let's not get there. So let's say suppose you want to predict k. Okay, what is the probability that it is k being one of these numbers, given that the data that you're actually seeing is x1 is equal to small x1t, x2 is equal to small x2t, all the way till x784 is equal to small x784t. Okay, so you want to find out this probability, and now what you are going to report yp, okay, is going to be the argmax, the whichever probability has the most chance, where k can take a value between 0 to 25 of this expression over here. So you want to predict that which gives the maximum value. So that is going to be your prediction. Okay, so the whole idea is you should have a model where you can assign a number to each of these entities. So that we will see how we can do for this problem. Okay, and we'll try to understand what's the naive Bayes assumption. So if you look at from what we have learned in class, so probability that yt is equal to k given, so all of this, I don't want to keep writing it, I will just say given the data. Okay, the idea is x1 is equal to small x1 and something like this. Okay, so this is from the definition, is probability that yt is equal to k d divided by probability of d. Okay, if you want to be writing a few steps, what we will do here is divided by, d can be got by taking all possible values of k. Okay, k being from 0 to 25, basically a to z, you can test all possible values. Okay, and the numerator, then we can write it as probability of yt equal to k into probability that you get this data. What is the probability that you actually see this data when the underlying label is k? So this is your standard Bayes rule that we have seen in the class several times, divided by sum of all possible k's that can happen. Okay, so now let's try to simplify this further. This as I told you, this is like d is nothing but a short form for x1 equal to small x1t, comma x2 is equal to small x2t, all the way till x784 is equal to small x784t. So the small x is the actual values, capital X is the variable in question, the random variable in question. Okay, so now what is the naive Bayes assumption doing? Let's try to expand upon that. So this is probability that yt equal to k into probability that you actually see x1 equal to x1t, x2 equal to x2t, so on, given yt equal to k. Okay, and then same thing here. I am not writing it, but there is a summation here. Now what the naive Bayes assumption is, given that yt is equal to k, we are assuming that each of these random variables are independent. So if you recall from class, we say that random variables are independent. I know this is not yet covered in the class, but if you have been watching all the videos that I have recommended, you will know that whenever random variables are independent, we have this property. When x1 belongs to a and x2 belongs to b, if they are independent, you write this as probability x1 belonging to a into probability that x2 belong to b. So likewise, conditional independence, we just put a bar in all of these cases, right? So this is going to be p yt equal to k into product of p, ith random variable in question is equal to small xit, given that yt is equal to k, divided by the entire same thing will come in the denominator, but you have to try out all possible k that can happen. Okay, this is going to be product, here how it is. So this is 1 to 784. Now 1 to 784, probability x1 equal to x1t, yt equal to k. So this is how the naive Bayes assumption works. So we will come to this in more detail in the next video.